Good morning. I'm Ingrid Pires, and I'm your worship associate this morning. It is always my joy to welcome members and visitors of all ages, those of you connecting online, and those of you in the sanctuary. I'm just full of spring for some reason, and we're not even into winter yet. Please take a minute or two to greet those around you. Online, you can unmute. It is good to be together. For the first time, I joined the Thanksgiving dinner on Thursday, and it was like being with family, 40 or so. So we begin each of our services by acknowledging the devastating impact of colonialism in this country, understanding that all of us are located on the traditional, ancestral, unceded territory of Indigenous communities. We respect the history and culture of these communities and all Native Americans as America's first people. We would like to extend a special welcome to our visitors this morning. We're delighted you chose to be with us today and invite you to stay after the service for some informal conversation. If you are here in person, you may gather in our social hall through those doors after the service, or in the labyrinth just outside the foyer doors. Those visiting online are welcome to stay in the Zoom room for a conversation with other participants. We invite visitors here in the sanctuary to fill out the green visitor form in the pews here. They can be placed in the offering basket later in the service. Visitors online are encouraged to fill out the visitor form on our website. It's located at the bottom of the main page at UUSLO.org. And if you have any questions about the congregation or about Unitarian Universalism, our membership director, not Tarzan, but Larry I. Quinta, will be available after the service at the newcomers table in the social hall, or you may contact him at membership.uuslo@gmail.com. We encourage everyone to greet someone you don't recognize after the service. Once again, a warm welcome to all. Today's chalice lighting is by Linda Barnes. Suspended between all that was and all that might be, we struggle to find this very moment, to live this very moment. Let us sit together and savor this moment. Let us relish this between time where past meets future. We light our chalice today as a reminder that right now, right here, is enough.
Good morning. I am Rod Richards. I am proud and pleased to serve as minister of this congregation. And it is my great pleasure to welcome you all and to invite you to sing our doxology. The words are in your order of service, or you may follow the words on the screen.
I know I'm told to be here now, but I confess I don't know how. Even though it's just common sense, I'm caught in past and future tense.
Today's call to worship is by Reverend Vanessa Southern, slightly adapted. So much undone, so much to do, so much to heal in us and in the world, so much to acquire, a meal, a healthy body, a fit one, a lover, a job, a better job. Proof we have and are enough just around the corner of now. And up against it, the reality of all that falls short and the limits of today. We honor the limits. If your body won't do what it used to, for right now, let it be enough. If your mind won't stop racing or can't think of the word, let it be enough. If the child is having fun, let it be enough. If you are here utterly alone and in despair, be all that here with us. If today you cannot sing because your throat hurts or you don't have the heart for music, be silent. When the offering plate goes around, if you don't have the money to give or the heart to give, let it pass. The world won't stop spinning on her axis if you don't rise to all occasions today. Love won't cease to flow in your direction, and your heart won't stop beating. All hope won't be lost. You are part of this world's salvation. Of that, I have no doubt. The world needs its oceans of people striving to be good, to carry us to the shores of hope and wash fear from the beachheads and cleanse all wounds so they can heal. But oceans are big, and I am sure there are parts that don't feel up to the task of the whole some days. Rest if you must. Then, like the swimmer lying on her back who floats, or the hawk carried on cushions of air, rest in pews or in chairs or on couches at home that have become, for this time, pews, made to hold weary lives in space, carved out for the doing of nothing much but being. Perhaps then you will feel it in your bones, in your weary heart, the aching, healing sense that this is enough, even this, that we are enough, you are enough, enough. Come, let us worship together.
Yes, indeed, and I invite you to rise in body or spirit and join in singing number 349 in your gray hymnal, or you may follow the words on the screen. Linda will lead us. We gather together.
We gather together in joyful
I would like to invite the children to come forward. We are going to watch a little video today and then share some thoughts. Come on up. Hi there. I saw you coming around the pulpit. She'll be coming around the pulpit when she comes. Yes, come on up. Good to have you all here. Welcome, welcome. It is. Yes, yes. Hi, good to see you. Some days are hard. That's just the way it is. It is good to have you here. We talked a little about in the call to worship about enough. This is also a video about enough and what is enough. So we'll watch this video and then I'll share hi there. I'll share a few thoughts with you afterwards, okay? All right. Here we go.
Hello to all my Read Aloud friends. Today's book is This Is Not Enough, written by Anna Kang and illustrated by Christopher Wayon. Give a gift today. Yes. This is not enough. Did you find a present yet? Not yet. This is for my best friend. It has to be cool and fun and big and wow. Like this. Wow. What are you going to get? I'm not sure yet, but it has to be one of a kind and warm and soft and from the heart. It has to be something that shows how I feel. I know. I'm going to knit a one-of-a-kind, warm, soft, from the heart scarf. Good idea. Can you knit? How hard can it be? I can't wait for you to see your gift. Well, I have the best idea for your gift. What is it? You will find out soon enough. This is not enough. Later. And then you write, "Thank you for being my best friend." Roger that. Ah! Never mind. Eject! I've got it. What is all this? You will find out soon enough. Sigh. This is not good enough. Later. Bump. This is not enough. Close your eyes. Okay, open them. Ta-da! You made this for me? Yes. It is so cool and fun and big and wow. I love it. I wanted to give you something one of a kind and warm and soft and from the heart. Something that showed you how I feel. It is not enough, but all I have is this. You made this? Yes. It is more than enough. It is everything. Surprise! What did you get us? The end. If you enjoyed
I just want to tell you all before you leave to go into your classes that whatever gift you give this season, whatever gift you receive this season, it will be enough because You each are a gift to this world, and you are more than enough. And it is so good to have you here. This present moment right here with you all is a gift, and it is good to be with you. So with that, we will sing you to your classes. Thanks for being here, everybody.
May your mind be open to new learning. May your lips bring truth into the world. May your heart know love and your hands do the work of justice as you go your way in peace. As you go your way in peace.
Ah, what a group. I love them. A couple of announcements for today. It will be Christmas time in Cambria with our own Tom Brown and Madison Lee Scott. There's a concert Sunday, December 15th from 5 to 7 p.m. And you can connect with Tom for any information, but these flyers are up, right? Excellent, very good. That is December 15th. On December 21st, the concert will be right here at 3 p.m. Christmas time in San Luis Obispo. Madison Lee Scott, Dylan Johnson, Daryl Voss, and Thomas Brown. So, concerts coming up, wonderful music. We hope you all can make it, and we'll see you at the show. And from Larry Iaquinta, it was 94, but now it's 98 UUSLO members with pictures in the online member directory. That is awesome. However, our membership is 193, so that's not all of us. If members want a photo in the directory, you can send a headshot to Larry at membership.uuslo@gmail.com or stop by the newcomers table after the service and we'll take your picture. So that is today after the service. Note, if your current picture is old, please get an updated one taken. I know we all tell each other we haven't changed a bit, but we have. We really have. And we have set aside this time in our service to share with each other those joys and sorrows and concerns that we carry with us and we wish to offer to all who gather. This is from Gina, Douglas, Ken, Dorothy, Rod, Lily. Hope I didn't forget anyone. Several of us, UUs, attended the Transgender Day of Remembrance at the Gala Center a couple of weeks ago on November 20th. It was a beautiful and somber event as we called out the names of too many transgender people who were murdered in 2024. But there was a bright and happy moment when our own Jamie Wolf was given special recognition for her years of volunteer work for the LGBT+ community. We happily applauded to show our gratitude and pride for her recognition. Indeed, yes. And this is from Kay Bolin. Tom Tidyman was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer in June, has been successfully having chemotherapy. He has had multiple strokes before that. He had another stroke on Wednesday. He was happy to be back at Casa de Flores on Saturday. he is having more trouble finding words to express himself. For those of you who have met Tom, you know what a bright light he is in this world. So our thoughts are with him. Our heart is with him also. Thank you, Kay, for keeping in touch. And from Ron and Vern, thank you to all that came to help and eat Thanksgiving. It was great. It will happen again next year. That's the kind of confidence I love to hear. I stopped by just to say hello to everybody, and it looked like everybody was having a wonderful time. Thank you to all the people that organized that, and thank you to all who attended. And we'll just take a few moments now to hold together all that was spoken and all those joys and sorrows and concerns that are unspoken. We offer up a prayer for the healing of pain and open ourselves to a renewed awareness of and commitment to the truly awesome power of love within and beyond this community. Our community outreach offering recipient for December is the Minister's Discretionary Fund. I so appreciate the opportunity offered to highlight this fund, which is used to provide confidential financial assistance to individuals in need within this congregation and in the wider community. I will offer some more information on the fund next week when the in-person offering will be directed specifically to it. If you would like to give this week in the offering plate, if you're giving by check, please write that in the memo line. And you can give online to the Community Outreach Fund now and throughout December online. Your donations will go to the Minister's Discretionary Fund. There is also a QR code listed on the back of your order of service that will take you directly to the giving page. If you have, and this will show you our giving page and how to give to the various funds that we have available. If you have any questions about your payments, pledge payments, or donations, please do contact the office. Generosity is central to who we are and what we do together. And so we make time each week for an offering from our abundance to sustain this gathering and to strengthen the work of love that grows from our commitment to each other, to the wider community, and to the world. Please join with me in the words for the offering. We are this church. We are its hands, its heart, its voice. Together we share the wealth of this community and sustain it with our gifts. The offering will now be given and received.
still want to grab the microphone down. It's my first time being mic'd. Today's reading is from What is the Meaning of Life? From Life magazine, December 1988. Annie Dillard's response. The Old Testament book of Micah answers the question of why we are here with another. What doth the Lord require of thee but to do justly, and to love mercy, and to love and walk humbly with thy God? We are here to abet creation and to witness it, to notice each thing, so each thing gets noticed. Together we notice not only each mountain shadow and each stone on the beach, but we notice each other's beautiful faces and complex nature, so that creation need not play to an empty house. Leonard Nimoy's response. I find the question, why are we here, typically human. I'd suggest, are we here? Would be the more logical choice. Here ends the reading.
May the light illuminate the night the way your spirit illuminates my soul. Papa, can you hear me? Papa, can you see me? Papa, can you find me in the night? Papa, are you near me? Papa, can you hear me? Papa, can you help me not be frightened? Looking at the skies, I seem to see a million eyes. Which ones are yours? Where are you now that yesterday has waved goodbye and closed its doors? The night is so much darker, the wind is so much colder. The world I see is so much bigger now that I'm alone. Papa, please forgive me. Try to understand me. Papa, don't you know I had no choice? Can you hear me praying anything I'm saying? Even though the night is filled with voices, I remember everything you taught me, every book I ever read. Can all the world and all the books help me to face what lies ahead? The trees are so much taller, and I feel so much smaller. The moon is twice as lonely, and the stars are half as bright. Papa, how I love you. Papa, how I need you. Papa, how I miss you. Kissing me good night.
Thank you. Author, filmmaker, and film historian Kevin Brownlow shared a story about a Swedish cameraman who is lining up a beautiful shot in his viewfinder and exclaims, "Oh, this is so wonderful. I wish I was here." That captured something very real to me, and maybe even realer in this age of instantaneous posting on social media of photos of wherever we are, whomever we are with, and whatever we are doing. Oh, this is so wonderful. I wish I was here. Because the wish and often the failure to be here, fully present to this moment, to be here now, that challenge has followed me throughout my life. Long before social media was a thing, and without even the assistance of the cameraman's viewfinder, the challenge to be here has followed me throughout my life, and I have not always been up to the challenge. But it came to me recently that as I look back on my life thus far, any regrets I carry do not finally revolve around things I wish I'd done or things I wish I hadn't. No, the regrets I carry revolve around those times that I feel I was not fully present to whatever was happening in that moment. To look back and remember events and encounters and journeys and conversations and relationships and moments, and to sometimes hit a snag in my recollections, to become aware of a nagging thought, to let myself feel this wish that comes bubbling to the surface. Oh, that was wonderful. I wish I had been there. I wish I had really been there. And I was there. Of course I was there. That's why I remember I was there. But was I? It makes me think of that popular saying, wherever you go, there you are. That is a good reminder that a simple change of location will not change me in any substantial way. It is a reminder that I cannot escape whatever battles wage within me by literally running away. However, in the context of being here, being present, it is not a given. I have found, to my regret, as I have mentioned, that I can go somewhere and not necessarily be there. When I look back over a variety of times and circumstances in my life and ask myself, was I there? I find that too many times the answer would have to be no, nope, not quite, not all there. My mind was caught up with regrets or worries or anxiety over tasks undone. My emotions were embroiled in something that had happened somewhere else with someone that was not actually present. My attention was clouded by distraction or distorted by detachment. I was self-conscious or self-absorbed or too insecure. I was waiting for something to happen, something to finish, something to begin. And then I convinced myself I could give the people I love my full attention. Then I convinced myself I could truly breathe in the wonders that I suspected surrounded me every day. Then I would be prepared. Then the things that distracted me would be out of the way. Then the things that troubled me would be resolved. Then I would be better. Then I would be content. Then I would be the person I wanted to be. Then I would be the person that others deserve me to be. Then I would be able to be there, to be here, to be present wherever I was, to whoever was there, to whatever was happening, to simply be. Then I would be prepared to enter into this moment. But those moments just keep happening, regardless of how prepared I consider myself to be, based on some measurement that eludes me whenever I try to pin it down. Those moments just keep coming. And those moments are the times I most regret, those unexcused absences. Not that I imagine I would have been able to do something heroic, not that I imagine that being present would have changed the trajectory of my life, not even that I imagine things could have been different in any way, but only that I would have been there and experienced more fully the wondrousness of existence. Even at the most painful times, the wondrousness, yes, how awesome, I say, how painful, how difficult, how effortless, how puzzling, how clear, how amazing. I wish I could have been there. And I was there, of course, and sometimes I wasn't. And it took me a little while to realize that regret itself was another spiral into the very syndrome I was regretting. It is one thing to notice the problem, to me, of my unexcused absences, and quite another to hold on so tightly to my remorse over that fact that I carry my regrets into each new day, each new experience, distracting me, pulling me away from this moment, this right here, right now. To hold on to regret would only assure that I pile up more regrets for later, right? My mind, indeed, plays tricks on me. I love Leonard Nimoy's response in the What is the Meaning of Life magazine special. I'm assuming he was channeling Mr. Spock of Star Trek fame when he replied, "I find the question, why are we here, typically human." I'd suggest, are we here, would be the more logical choice. Are we here? He didn't change the question much. He simply took out the first word, why. Not why are we here, but rather are we here? Before I worry about the reasons for this experience of existence, let's first confirm that I am experiencing this existence. And further, I should realize that wrapping myself up in asking why can easily pull me away from experiencing the existence that I am striving to understand. I may come to grasp some small part of the wondrousness of life from a distance, only to find myself saying, so amazing. I wish I was here. This is one of the reasons I think that Buddhism reminds me to return to my breath. To be aware of my breathing confirms that beneath and beyond my search for the meaning of life, I am indeed actually living. It is a gift to myself, to others, to the world, to practice being present, to really be here when I am here. When I wake up from my distractions, when I wake up to regular, old, daily life. Nothing extraordinary. It is supremely ordinary, which upon waking up can be seen as extraordinary indeed. Among the many wonderful stories in the book of Genesis, in the Hebrew scriptures, there is one you may remember about Jacob, where as he wanders from place to place after he leaves his family, he stops at a nondescript location, places a stone under his head for a pillow, falls asleep, and dreams of a ladder set upon the earth reaching to heaven with angels ascending and descending upon it. This is where the song, "We Are Climbing Jacob's Ladder," comes from. Then it says, Jacob woke up from his sleep and said, "Surely the Lord is in this place, and I did not know it." And he was afraid and said, "How awesome is this place? This is none other than the house of God, and this is the gate of heaven." I read that, and I wondered if anyone else traveling past this place would notice any difference. if it would look anything like what Jacob could suddenly see. This, they might ask, throwing their arms out, this place is the house of God? This, the gate of heaven? And I may be twisting the story a bit and discrediting the importance of the dream that Jacob had, but I think maybe he just woke up to the extraordinary that exists right here in the ordinary, the extraordinary that I so often pass by on the way to somewhere else, the extraordinary in this moment, the extraordinary that is right here. But am I? Am I here? Stories like this can lead me back to my breaths, can pull me into this moment. Whether I am watching an amazing sunset or washing dishes. So can songs like the one we are about to sing, Blue Boat Home. I've been sailing all my life now, never harbor or port have I known. The wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat home. Every so often it hits me, I am traveling the universe on this planet along with all of you, my ship's companions. How awesome is this place? This is none other than the house of God, and this is the gate of heaven. Our old friend Ralph Waldo Emerson put it this way: our warm, commodious houses and spacious towns are built on a planet swimming unpiloted in the frightful hollows of space. Let me repeat that. Our warm, commodious houses and spacious towns are built on a planet swimming unpiloted in the frightful hollows of space. That's probably not going to go up on anyone's refrigerator. But it provides a kind of shock, a clap, a wake-up call that causes a sharp intake of breath, which returns me to my breaths, which brings me into this moment. Emerson's words didn't make it into Blue Boat Home directly, but the same idea is there, right? Though below me I feel no ocean, though I am convinced I am on dry land, solid ground, I know better. I know that I've been sailing all my life now. Never harbor or port have I known. The wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat home. And the wisest part of me knows that I don't wish to reach the end of my life with only the memory of unexcused absences, carrying this nagging thought that something very rich and interesting and strange and beautiful and frightening and wondrous and exhilarating had been available to me, was floating right there over many years on the fringes of my conscious mind, something I was experiencing and yet was not quite experiencing, a journey I was on and yet not ever quite convinced I was on. We are here, writes Annie Dillard, to witness all that is, to notice each thing so each thing gets noticed. Together we notice not only each mountain shadow and each stone on the beach, but we notice each other's beautiful face and complex nature, so that creation need not play to an empty house. It is all so wonderful. I wish I was here. Oh, wait. I am. I invite you all to rise in body or spirit, and we are going to rock Blue Boat Home.
is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat home. Then my sail and moon, my mother, as I ply the starry sea, leaning over the edge in wonder, casting questions in the deep, drifting here with my ship's companions, all we kindred pilgrim souls, making our way by the lights of the heavens in their beautiful blue boat home. I give thanks to the waves upholding and the great winds urging me on. Greet the infinite sea before me. Sing the sky my sailor's song. I was born upon the fathoms, never harbor or port have I known. The wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat home.
Please join with me in saying the words we use each Sunday as we extinguish the chalice. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.
Are we here? Yes, we are. Go in peace and love and joy and go singing.